Welcome to the Older Kids Podcast, where we revisit movies from our childhood and see if they still hold up. I am Elliott GB, as always. First off, I want to say if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much. Make sure to smash that like button, smash that subscribe, share the video around. If you're listening, also thank you so much. Smash that subscribe button, smash that 5-star, 4-star, 3-star rating. Don't need to go any lower than that. It's just unnecessary. But also, again, like I always say, watch on YouTube if you can. It's a whole nother experience. You can see the scenes that we play instead of just hearing them. You can see we put up little pictures. So when we're talking about something, it's a little more context. Maybe you haven't seen the movie in a while. You need a little reminder. You need to get your mind reminded. So, it's just a whole better experience, and I highly suggest it. But yeah. Today I'm joined by the very funny Golan Edik.
Hello.
Zuga. Hold on.
Welcome to the big show.
All right.
Oh, that is so cool.
Those are the intro drops.
Damn, intro drops. My podcast is not this cool. Hello.
You gotta step it. I'm not saying you gotta step it up, but
I think I need to step it up.
it adds a little bit.
It adds so much more when you have a little bit of you don't want to hear somebody talking the whole time.
No, you want to hear someone else talking.
Yeah, you want to hear
just a snippet.
Previously recorded from maybe 30 years ago.
You get it?
Somebody talking.
You get it.
I do. I get it.
Finally.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on. And of course, today we're going to talk about the 1991 classic, Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
When's your mom leaving for Australia?
Oh, in about an hour and a half.
She's leaving you guys all alone?
I'm getting rid of her for 2 whole months. I can go to the beach. I can stay out as late as I want. I can do anything. I'm a free woman.
Hi. Hello to you. I'm Mrs. Jurek. I'm a babysitter.
What?
All right, you little maggots, now line up.
Are you serious?
I'll make your summer a living hell.
Ow! Hey!
TV rots your brain.
It's time we let her know the rules.
Yeah, we outnumber her. Let's kick some butt.
Mrs. Sturek! Miss Sturek? Oh my God. She died in her sleep.
They'll probably blame us. Hey, be careful.
I got her.
No, I mean my skateboard.
Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
Rock and roll!
Now, Christina Applegate and her brother
What?
bounce back for a summer with
How's my baby?
no rules,
In your dreams, babe.
no curfews, no nagging, no pulse.
Oh, how you doing, Mom? No, Mrs. Durak's not here. She went to the yarn store.
So, what do you guys want for breakfast?
Cheese omelet. SpaghettiOs.
Breakfast is served. Mow the lawn today, and don't forget to do the dishes, okay?
Dishes are done, man.
Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
I've never seen the trailer before.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen it.
It's a quality trailer.
Yeah, definitely quality.
So what's your connection to this? Why'd you wanna watch this movie?
It was one of the first movies I saw on television, moving to America, you know? And no, I just loved it because this bitch was like, okay, I need to make money. What am I going to do? What did she do? She forged a fucking resume, got herself a fucking job in corporate ass America to help support her family. I was like, I love this bitch. And she was just trying to get laid and get a tan. And she couldn't even do it. She wanted to go to Europe with her friends. Bitch got stuck working all summer. I love that she had to she's like, all right, I'm going to put my own wants down. I'm going to help these kids because they can't do anything. So
She became the mom.
she did.
Some would say.
She did.
And okay. All right. Well, I'd never seen this before. So it was what did you think? Did it hold up to what you remember?
I watched it so many times.
Oh, okay. So you're very familiar.
It's like one of those movies that I just play when there's nothing on TV.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I have a list
Okay.
of them, but this is one of them.
Okay. All right.
Why didn't you like it? I could just tell you didn't like it. What's going on?
I didn't. Okay, so here's the thing. It's not it's not a bad movie, but it's not a movie about trying not to tell mom that the babysitter's dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's like my main, we'll get into it more, but that was my main thing. The first watch, I was like, oh, this was pretty good. And then afterwards, I was like, I felt hoodwinked because I was like, wait a minute. They never fucking talk about, they never like deal with it. They just, so we'll get into it a little bit.
But they did.
No.
Every time mom called, she said, where's the babysitter?
Mom called twice.
But that's all we saw is that mom called twice. She probably called more than that.
No. They would have, mom called twice, and each time they're just like, hi mom. Yeah, she's not here. Bye mom. And then they just hang up. And then mom's like,
Can I just say something one thing that actually did bother me?
What? Yeah, movie? Fucking let's go.
What kind of fucking mom of 5 kids calls once a day, doesn't ask to speak to any of the other children? If one picks up, she's like, oh, okay, I'm just talking to this kid. Mamash, my mom calls, she wants to speak to all 3 of us. What did you eat today?
Yeah.
Like, how are your bowels?
Yeah.
Like, straight up all up in your business. That's one thing that bothered me.
That's what I'm saying. Mom,
but they talked about it after the babysitter died.
You taking Mrs. Drax's car?
Zach, life goes on. I mean, come on, this car's a classic. I think that she'd want it this way, don't you?
They're all fucking psychopaths.
They are.
That was my gathering.
They're all psychopaths.
I was like, this babysitter died in their house. They dumped the body at a fucking like funeral home in a trunk.
In a trunk.
With a cute little note.
Yep.
And then
they stole her car. Let's not forget that.
For the rest of the summer, they're like, yeah, that never fucking happened,
yeah.
right?
Fuck all the trauma that we just went through. We saw a dead lady.
They only get worked up when they're like, where's that money that they had? And then they can't find it, and they're like, what the fuck?
What are we going to do?
And then they rip through, although I didn't like that, but I did like some of the things that happened because of that.
Yeah.
So like when they're ripping through her room looking for the money. That really reminded me of, have you seen the show Finders Keepers? It was like an 80s Nickelodeon show, I think.
I don't know.
It was like a kids game show where they had to basically like rip through these sets. So like think of an escape room.
Okay.
But like you have to find clues or like things not to like escape.
Were they trapping kids inside of rooms?
Not to escape, but just to like advance and like win shit. So it's like clues. So. You have to like put together clues and then that helps. So it's like you find a clue, it's like a riddle or some shit. And then you're like, oh, we got to go to the kitchen. And it's like these big, crazy, elaborate fake houses that they have to like rip through and and of course there's like fake food and shit, so they're like destroying everything, you know, and they have like a time limit, so it's like really hectic.
Yeah,
but it's like as a kid you're like, fuck yeah, I want to make a mess and just rip through and go crazy. So that's what that scene reminded me of. So I was like, oh yeah, that's cool, because it's like aerial shot of them just ripping everything apart, whatever. But then you realize they're looking for the money that their mom gave a now dead woman to watch over them,
stealing a dead woman's money and her car and her Buick. Yeah.
Which then got stolen.
By fucking Liza Minnelli.
And this was a low point for me, was just the little points of transphobia, because they had because the people that stole the car were drag queens, and they're just like, are drag queens stealing our car? And that's where I was like, why is this in there?
Hey, those drag queens? What's a drag queen?
That's our car.
Let's go.
Hey, what are you queens doing in our car?
Step on it.
Liza?
Well, it was 1991.
I mean, yeah, it was a different time.
It was but they weren't like saying like, oh my God, like using the F word in the movie. Like, what are they doing? No, they were just like, holy shit, Liza Minnelli and Marilyn Monroe are stealing our fucking car.
That was, at first I was like, what the fuck? But then there was the joke like, we should call the cops and say what? Liza Minnelli took our car.
Their makeup was flawless.
Yeah.
Flawless.
Yes.
She really accentuated those
But then
cheekbones.
at the end, when she's sitting there with Brian and they're like, no more, or she's like, I have another secret or whatever, and he's like, what, are you a man? That shit where I was like, okay. It's just, I've noticed a theme with some of these movies is it's not there's some movies where it's obviously it's a different time, but it's shit like that is like throughout the movie. And so you're like, okay, it's whatever. But then there's like some movies, there's like this, and then Harriet the Spy, she like says, she's like, that's retarded. But she only says it one time. So it's like just little enough that you're like, they didn't have to do it. Like they could have made.
That's how everyone used to talk back then.
Yeah, yeah.
I even remember my transition, into like awareness.
Yeah.
And people having to like tell me, because everybody's guilty of it. Nobody's fucking perfect. People having to tell me it's not okay to speak like that anymore.
Oh, for
and I'm like, oh shit, okay. But I'm totally sidetracked. But have you seen The Love Guru?
I think like once a long time
I
ago.
rewatched it recently.
Yeah.
The most racist.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking offensive movie ever.
Yeah.
But it was like, fuck, when you were a kid, you laughed so hard at this because that's what it was back then.
And then at the time, sure, obviously some people were like, this is a little much. Because even when it came out, people were like, why are you doing this, Mike Myers? But
that was comedy back then.
But yeah, I mean, so looking back, obviously hindsight is 20/20. It's like, but still, but just noticing how it's like the drag queens, and at the end, like, you're not a man, right?
It's like,
that's
no,
the thing
Brian, I'm not.
Yeah, and then they move on.
That's it.
Yeah, and
done.
It's like
Finn, fade to fucking black.
It could have been something else. It could have made another choice.
Yeah, he didn't.
Yeah.
Because I think he was just so traumatized from, you know what? Brian is a little bitch. Like, can we just talk about that really quick?
Let's go.
Okay, Brian is a little fucking bitch, and I'm going to tell you why. First of all, she's like, I don't want to tell you about my job. And he's like, are you seeing somebody else?
Looks swell. What's up with you, huh? I mean, are you seeing someone else? Or what? Because, I mean, that's what it sounds like. You know, I mean, if you're seeing some other guy or something, you don't have to do all this. You could just tell me. Just be honest.
No, there is nobody else, okay? I just wish that you could respect my privacy, that's all.
Yeah, well, I would respect your privacy if you weren't so secretive.
Well, I'd tell you more if you didn't want to know so much.
Okay. Fine. I'm out of here.
Okay. Were you seeing somebody else?
You're not on his side for
I was not on his side. Because she's like, don't worry about it. You know what? They're saying they're from the boondocks. They're saying they're from the ghetto. Okay? That's what they were saying.
I checked their address.
That's in the valley, by the way. I think they filmed this in the valley.
Well, the address that she uses on her, on her resume, it's in Modesto. But it is like a farm.
It's the middle of fucking nowhere.
Like a farm
it is
address.
the middle. Have you ever been to Modesto? No, you haven't. It is the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
There's nothing to do in Modesto.
Yeah.
So when he was saying that, and he's like, so they're saying they're from the boondocks, they're all acting little ghetto. And then I'm like, bro, if you're from the same fucking town as her, she's gonna tell you, I don't want to tell you what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Any person that's from the same part of town is gonna be like, okay, no problem. I get it.
Really?
I would. I'd be like, as long as it's not illegal, I'm cool with it. She'll tell me eventually.
I don't know.
And then they broke up for a little bit.
I'm on Team Brian.
I'm not. Anything named Brian, I'm not on team.
I'm Team Brian because he liked her. I'm surprised.
He was really cute.
I'm surprised he didn't bust out the line. That little kid, I forget the character's name.
No.
The younger brother.
Yeah, I don't know his name.
The romantic one. The romantic. I don't know why
Please
I said
say
it
the
that
line.
way.
Say the line.
A sigh is just a sigh.
Cynthia, you're my moon goddess.
The fundamental thing.
I heard that. I was like, that's fucking.
Ooh.
Like, write that one down there, little buddy.
Oh my God. When he said that, I was like, damn. I was like, I wish dudes talked to me like that. I want to be called a moon goddess.
They're just sitting in the back of a car watching the stars.
In a Volvo.
And he's just laying down the fucking lines. And that was all he said. And then she just it's on.
Oh, it's on. Take your pants off, little boy.
And then that crazy ass babysitter.
Fucking cock blocking ass bitch.
So here's the thing. In the earlier, at least one of the earlier drafts, the babysitter's death, the title of the movie, had a lot more to do with the story.
Right.
So they had it where each of the kids, were the three youngest, were suspects.
Yeah.
Because they had their own motives, like for the fucking.
You're my moon goddess.
Because he got cock blocked.
Wait, this was a draft for the film?
Yeah, in one of the original scripts.
Shut up. Tell me more. Wait.
So that kid would have been pissed because she cockblocked him. The little sister was mad
Tomboy.
because she made her wear dresses.
And a fucking pink bow.
And then what was the other
Wyatt.
one?
She wouldn't let him watch TV.
Yeah, and then he had to do a book report.
Yeah.
And so that's where, I don't know if it was supposed to be more of like a whodunit Clue type situation, but it was, obviously they dealt with this fucking death more than just like, dropped her off, let's move on.
That would have been way more interesting.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see that.
That's what I'm saying. So the first time I watched it, I was like, oh, this was a good movie. But then at the end, they have, when she dies, drop her off.
Right.
Get the money. That's like the last part.
Right.
And then the mom calls twice and whatever. Besides that, she never comes back up. And then at the very end,
last fucking line of the movie.
Yeah.
How'd you think you'd get away with all this anyway?
Well, it pretty much did.
Swell. One more thing.
Yeah, Mom?
Where is the babysitter?
Cut. That's it. That was the 90s, though. That's how they did it.
But that's where literally I felt tricked because I was like, wait, what the? Yeah, hold on.
They didn't want to tell Mom the babysitter's dead.
But I was like, there'd be a lot more shit that would happen than them just dropping it off and then they're like fucking psychopaths.
They need therapy.
That's what I got. They're like fucking crazy because this happened and they just it never crosses their mind again.
You know what? You're right. That's fucking. I was thinking about that too when I was watching it today. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, how are they not? Like they have no chill. Like they're not affected at all seeing a dead body.
There's no,
even the youngest one.
As a family, there's no trauma.
Like what?
There's no like, I get maybe for like a day or two, you're just kind of like, yeah, it didn't happen. But then it fucking sets in when you guys are sitting there hungry, you don't have any food. I feel like one of them would just like the fucking romantic one would just be like, we killed the fucking babysitter. Yeah. Like, she's fucking dead. You know? And they're just like, snap out of it. Like, it's fine. And no, they just all move on. They got better.
Like they actually, there was character development because of the fact she died.
Yeah.
Like totally not affected.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I'm a better person now that I was 11 years old and my babysitter died in my house. I never talked about it again.
And, and I don't want to. So let's move on.
Here's a diamond ring. Would you like one?
Yeah.
Fucking dumb.
I think this movie, it should have been called Don't Tell Mom I'm Maturing. Because that's all she did. She got a job. She understood, hey, you know, maybe my mom does do a lot and I should help out and give her less shit.
Yeah. Here it is. Putting myself in Mom's shoes. A film by HBO.
There it is.
Right there.
Do you want to know what one of the alternate titles was?
Please.
The Real World.
I mean, I get what they were trying to say there because she's going into the real world.
Yeah. I mean, we can see it, but then they changed it because The Real World came out on MTV a year later.
1992? Shut your face.
Hand to God.
Yeah.
Hand to
Bible.
God. I would not lie about that. I would never lie about The Real World.
Wow. Oh, yeah. We love reality shows. Here's the thing. I feel like this film made me want to lie about my age and get a job when I was too young to get a job, which I ended up doing, actually. I ended up stealing my sister's identity at 14 years old. I used my sister's ID and got a job at Jack in the Box because my family was struggling and I worked there till I was 17.
No shit.
Swear to... Hand to God. Hand to God. Bible. I swear. Yeah.
You worked there for... Did they ever find out?
No. They never did.
Were you like one of the longest working people there at that, like towards the end? I can imagine there's high turnover.
I don't know what year this was. No, actually there wasn't a high turnover at this one.
Really?
I don't know what year this was. I don't know how old I am. I don't want to subtract. It was a while ago.
It was a year.
It was 1 year where, you know, let's just think about this really quick. You know how many immigrants work at Jack in the Box that don't have legitimate identification? Can we just talk about that for a minute?
You know, I don't.
You don't?
But I can guess.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
And that was...
So when I came in, they were like, they looked at the ID. Me and my sister kind of look like, she's white with blue eyes and I'm brown. So I don't know how, but like back in the day, like the picture quality on the passport wasn't good.
It was a different time.
It was a different time. So I passed and I was like, damn, I feel like Sue Ellen in Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, fucking riding to work on a fucking scooter.
Except instead of a clothing company,
it's Jack in the Box.
Well, so you're Sue Ellen at the beginning when she works at the
Clown Dog total nostalgia.
Place.
That scene is total nostalgia for me now.
The Clown Dog, That's
why I love this movie even more.
That's crazy because I almost got a job when I was 15 at Urban Outfitters because in Madison, where I'm from, they do like this street fair thing. I think it's called like Maxwell Street Days. And it's like super busy for a weekend. So they're like, we need all the help we can get. So I went in, filled out an application, turned it in, and then like had a quick interview. And they were just like, all right, yeah. So come by on like Thursday or Friday or whatever. They like wrote the hours down on the thing. And then they were like, yeah, come by. It'll be cool. Just talk to like this person. They'll get you all trained up. Like whatever. It'll be fucking fine. And then I think I was getting back on the bus and I called my mom and she was like, you gotta like ask them about work permit shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. So then I went back in and was like, hey man, so what like do you have to sign something for like a work permit? And they're like, wait, what? And I was like, a work permit. And they're like, you're not 18? I was like, no, I'm like 15. And they're like, oh.
Yeah, you're not hired, dude.
Oh yeah, you can't do it. And they were like, shit, my bad, dude.
Yeah, dude.
And it was like it was on a college campus, so it was like a lot of college kids that work there.
Damn, that's so annoying. Do you have an older sibling?
No. No, he was just
Damn.
like, yeah, I probably should have checked your ID, huh?
Oh yeah, kind of fucking.
But
what?
I even wrote like on the application you have to write your birthday. So
sorry.
But fucking 3 years.
I was there for 3 years. I ended up being a team lead by the time I left. Yeah.
That's insane.
So that's why, like, this movie, when I felt like now watching it, I feel so connected to her.
Like,
I'm like, damn, I lied too, bitch. I lied too.
I feel you swell.
I didn't want my mom to like have to buy me shit. I didn't have money. I bought it for myself. Like, I love her.
Damn. Okay. So that's the thing. It's like, it wasn't a bad, the only reason I didn't like it is because it wasn't the title.
That's the only reason? Because you had me tripping. I thought you just didn't like the movie.
No, but after I realized that, I was like, man, fuck this. Because it's like,
what does this know?
I want to see them hide a death.
Yes. I want to see them bury the body
hide
in
a death from mom.
Yeah.
And they don't. It's just her personal growth as well as
fucking
like
character development,
siblings,
American Dream.
Which that's where I'm like, that's a good movie.
It was a good.
That was a good story.
Yeah.
And you forget about it. So that's why at the end when she was like, wait, where's the babysitter? That's why I was like, wait, yeah, what the fuck? Where is the babysitter?
What happened to her? You know what I would have liked is that if the mom came home, the dead body was in the trunk, but in the guest room. Ooh.
Wait.
Like they hid the body in the house?
Instead of
dropping it off?
That would be
That's some don't tell mom the babysitter's dead. Where's the babysitter? And she's going around the house looking for her and they're all trying to move it.
One sibling's like, we should probably get rid of this body. We should get it out of the house. And they're like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, fucking slap them with a spoon.
We're keeping it here.
I like that. That would have been better.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean there was good personal growth, I guess.
For everybody.
I think the biggest scene that kind of touched me with her.
What touched you?
Me with
Tell
her
me,
growth.
show me on the doll where it touched you.
It was Sue Ellen in the factory with her words. When she had to go fire Frank.
Yeah.
First off, that sequence before when her boss is like flipping out.
Yeah.
It was like, we're going down. Was my favorite scene when she knocked over the Skittles.
Listen, Rose, can't you call New York? I mean, convince them to give us a little bit more time so we can keep working? I kind of have a problem.
You're not gonna have a problem. You're gonna be fine, believe me. With all your qualifications and background, you're gonna land an even better job. And so, do me a favor, would you? Would you break the news to Franklin? They're so good at dealing with the staff.
Like just her face when she's picking, and there's never a reference to Skittles before that. There's never and it's just all of a sudden this woman is just zoned in on, I need to pick up all these Skittles.
Yeah.
She's just like
having an episode.
Yeah. And Sue Ellen's in the back, just like, so anyways, I mean, and she's just like picking them up. But she's like, yeah, you go tell Frank you're better with words or whatever. So she goes down to Frank and just sees that it's devastating Frank. A man so nice.
He's so cute. We saw him twice.
So cute. A man that everyone cares about.
Yeah.
And she's like, fuck, what I'm doing is causing Frank his livelihood. And I realize I'm just regurgitating these lines, but I feel this pain. So in that moment, the company going under would have been very beneficial for her, because then she wouldn't have to pay back the money at all.
Right.
The petty cash, she just could have fucking gone off, right? Because if you haven't watched in a while, she took a bunch of petty cash. She didn't have enough to pay it back.
She robbed them.
So the company going under, they're not going to miss $700.
Yeah.
So that company going under would have been perfect for her. But in that moment, she's like, you know what? I'm going to save it. I'm going to turn this bitch around.
That's right. She puts on her big girl pants.
Frank, you sit back down, buddy. You keep doing whatever it is the fuck you do. And we're going to keep your job.
Franklin, believe me. With your qualifications and background, you'll land an even better job.
Thanks, Sue Ellen. You've been a real trooper. Right to the end. I'm gonna miss you.
Sue Ellen, this is gonna save our collective asses. It's fabulous.
That's the growth.
That's her right there. That's who she was all along. Because in the whole film, even in the beginning when she's on the phone with her friend, talking about how she's butthurt that they're going to Europe and she's stuck at home and she's like, I'm going to go to the beach. Bitch never gets to go to the beach. That's a low for me. She never gets to go to the beach. She went at night. It doesn't count. She said she wants the sun on her. Oof. She gets the moonlight.
And that was...
And Brian, but like, it's not fair. I hate Brian. I wanted him to be more like, but he was just, whatever. We'll get to that later. She... In the whole film, you see her and like she's like drawing in magazines. Like, did you see that specific shot where she's like coloring in already something that's Calvin Klein or whatever the fuck was big here back then? Yeah. And then throughout the whole film, you like see her in all the outfits she puts on. Like the whole time, I'm like, where's this bitch? Bring her out. Bring her out. Why do I have to wait till the fucking climax for you to bring it out? And then she saves the day.
Yeah.
So.
And that's a good story.
It was a good story.
Don't get me wrong. That's a good story.
And her furry brows.
But,
Christina Applegate.
I did notice
her eyebrows. I was like, damn, okay. When she was like doing her hair in the mirror before she was getting ready for work, do you know the old school nail salon posters with the red long acrylic nails and it's like a white girl and she's like thin brows, red lipstick and the bangs? Do you know what I'm talking about?
So, no.
She looks just like those posters. Like the fucking, I was like, brows, brick shields.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, huge
I get really gay for her.
Huge crush on Christina Applegate.
Yeah.
Always have.
Always will.
There's deniers out there saying I'm lying. Always have.
Love her.
Truthful. But yeah, those brows were something else.
Those cheeks.
It says on IMDb she gained 10 pounds to look like a teenager.
Yeah.
So she was like 20. And so she gained 10 pounds to look 17 and then lost it again when she went back to Married with Children.
She was a twig on... I would watch Married with Children all the time. She was so skinny.
I looked back and I was like, oh yeah, she was skinny. But like just that fact, I'm like, that's a...
Because when you gain weight, you look younger. You have more a fuller face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it just feels... something about the way it was worded made it seem like that's an exact science. It's like, oh, you're 20, you want to look 17, 3 years, that's 10 pounds. Okay, you're going to have to gain 10. You have to gain 10. If you want to go 16, that's 13 pounds.
Oh, God. I should gain some weight.
I mean, where are you trying to go? We got to do the conversion.
I'm trying to go 18.
Pull the chart off. Pull the chart 18. We'll figure it out. But, yeah. So it was a good movie. Good growth on her part, but it wasn't hiding a dead babysitter from your mother.
It wasn't. It wasn't until the beginning and the end. The rest of the movie went fucking AWOL.
Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, this movie's 20 minutes.
Yeah,
okay?
it is,
Because
honestly.
I just take the beginning, I skip to the end where the mom says, "Where's the babysitter?"
Done.
And
it's
then,
a short film. We figured it out.
And then the little button on the end where the mortuary guys are like, "I'm gonna miss her."
Oh, I totally forgot about that part. I totally forgot about that part.
Yeah, at the end, where's the button? And then they like, bleh, and then cut.
Oh, don't they have the money?
And then the credits start going, and then the credits go over them at her grave. Like, I'm gonna miss her so much.
I'm really gonna miss her. You never even knew her. Yeah, but she left us all the money. She's already dead, you moron. Well, that's true. Hey, how about Vegas this weekend? You got any money left?
So
Shut the fuck
I
up.
like that part.
I didn't even see that part.
That was a good touch because that had like the same vibe as Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah.
When the valets take the car and go joyriding. So that's what that seemed like.
That was nice. I'm so upset I didn't see that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wait. I want to tell you about something I wrote down.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
That's why we're here.
Okay. I wrote down. Okay, here's another reason why I hate Brian's bitch ass. Let's go. Okay. Brian's bitch ass, motherfucking bitch ass, ruins this bitch's presentation because he wants to do a love gesture to get her back.
Swell, it's me, it's Brian. Hey, listen, Swell, we gotta talk about this. Forget about this other guy, we can work this out. It was really stupid what happened the other night. I mean, I don't know if it was some kind of communication meltdown or what.
Brian? And everyone, the highlight of our fashion extravaganza. Young Brian, our clown dog server.
You're having a party?
Okay.
Bitch, do you not see that she's out on a fucking podium doing a presentation for her career? I love you. I want to be with you. I'm so sorry. Get the fuck out of here. Let this independent woman do what she's doing. Wrong time, Brian. You're always wrong. You're always wrong. This whole movie, he's
That's
wrong.
why we call you Wrong Time Brian.
Yeah, like, I swear, the whole movie, he fucks it up. Oh, I'm making out with this fucking thing.
Now I'm realizing I'm not as Team Brian as I thought.
Thank you.
Because there was that one moment where I was like, hell yeah, Team Brian. But now everything you bring up, I'm like, I'm Team Brian, but not really for that part.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
It's adding up where I'm like, I don't know if I'm Team Brian.
His consistency and his, like, you know, him pursuing her and how sweet he is.
Yeah.
Loved it. My favorite scene of the two of them was them in a high for me was when they were bouncing in the toy shop. Adorable.
Oh, yeah.
Adorable.
Yeah. And he's just like, just have fun.
Let's just bounce around.
Be a kid.
Show me how you bounce on a dick,
And
you know? Like, that's...
She's like, what? And he's like, nothing. Just let's have fun.
That was a good part. That was like,
Yeah.
oh, I like him. When he helped her at work, I like him. But then the rest of the movie, he pissed me off.
That part did. I don't know if he could see her because she was in the back of the house, but I know for a goddamn fact he could see all the cars and all the lights, which he had been there before, so he knows that's not normal. And
How can he be driving?
And some part in his brain isn't like, oh, there's something special going on here right now. Maybe I should hold off a little bit.
Maybe I should wait.
But he's just like, nah, fuck it. My love knows no bounds.
You're my moon goddess.
Just yells it.
I swear, that part pissed me off so bad. You're right. How is he driving? Sorry, accent comes out. How is he driving and has this fucking thing and he's driving this big ass truck?
Yeah.
Yeah. Swellen, I love you. And then she's like, here is Ashley in a new skirt for being a nurse. And then he's just like, I love you. Also, I want to be with you.
Her face when she realizes it's him, she's just like, ugh, this bitch.
Thank you.
Like,
thank you.
Brian,
what the fuck?
You're simping out right now, dude. Fucking chill.
There's nothing wrong with simps, but chill on the simpness, you know?
That's where we differ again. This is anti-simp cast.
No, I love simps.
I'm just kidding. If you're a simp listener, you're a fan. I love you.
I love you, simp.
But yeah, Brian.
But he made that low and then turned it into a double low because then she had to out herself because his sister was in the audience and she saw, Brian, what are you doing here? Sue Ellen, I love you. Sue Ellen? Brian? And she's like, all right, I'm 17. I just finished high school. My mom is right there. All this hard work I've been doing the past 2 months and getting pretty much like verbally raped by my boss, Gus, on top of that was for absolutely nothing. Yeah. So fuck my success. I give up.
To her credit, she did spill the beans very quickly every time. Because with that, the boss was like, This is her ID. This is ridiculous. It's clearly fake. And then one little hiccup comes and Sue Ellen's like, yeah, no, I'm 17. I shouldn't be here. I lied on everything. Please, I'm a terrible person.
Should have owned it till the end, honey.
You could have gotten away with it.
Yeah, she should have fucking owned it till the end.
And then the same thing happens when that woman that she pawned off the reports on comes up from the elevator.
Oh, I love her.
And is like, here.
Oh, hi, Carolyn. I'm sick. This is a QED report. I promised Sue Ellen I'd do it for her. Could you see that she gets it? It's really important. Thanks.
Thank you.
Twin Peaks? Do you watch Twin Peaks?
No.
She's in Twin Peaks.
She's adorable. I loved her in that movie.
That's as soon as I heard her voice, I was like, I know that voice.
Oh, yeah?
It's a very distinct voice.
I need to watch a lot of things.
But Twin Peaks, yeah, she's good in that. But yeah, when she comes up and is like, oh, I have that report. And then the
receptionist,
she like
turns
it into the boss and is like, she's been pawning off the work on someone else. And then she's like, is this true? And she's just like, yes. Yeah.
Get me in trouble. I'm done. I feel so guilty.
It's like, yo, fucking just
lie, bitch.
You lied your way there, but as soon as you get in one little snafu, you're like, yes, I'm a fraud. I faked everything. Please take me to jail. Take me away.
Bitch ass. And then Rose was like, good for you, delegating your responsibilities. Rose is my bitch, dude.
Yeah,
the whole movie, Rose is like so happy and go lucky. She just wants to fuck.
That's the thing.
That's it. I love this girl.
As soon as I heard this part.
You know, I thought we made designer clothes.
Sue Ellen, no.
I was like, oh, Rose has fun.
Oh, Rose takes it a finger in the ass.
Rose is probably drunk most. Like, that sounds like a drunk aunt.
Wait, wasn't that the scene where she was talking to Rose about Gus, I think?
I don't think so. I think it was when they were walking through the plant. And they were talking about
I thought
something.
You were a fashion company. She's like, Rose, no.
Sue Ellen, no.
We do uniforms.
That's where it's like, oh, you are the drunk aunt.
I love, she's
like,
me.
Come on.
Let the kids drive.
I know. And then at the end, Rose was still an old fucking G, dude. What did she say at the end? Hit me up when you're done with college.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a shit, bitch. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
She's like, you did damn good work, and you were 17.
I'm shocked. Thank you. Thanks for saving my fucking ass, 17-year-old. I'm 37.
Do you ever watch Shameless?
Ugh. Talk to me.
Do you think this inspired Shameless? Because it's got
some Shameless vibes, but no daddy issues in it.
I've watched
Fiona. Fiona.
I've watched like 3 episodes of Shameless, and I was like, I can't do it.
You didn't watch all of it?
No.
Wow.
No.
Throw my chunkle at your bitch ass right now.
I don't know.
Fucked up.
I don't know why, but I think it's in the first episode when she starts dating that dude. And then like within like 2 weeks of dating, he just like walks into their house. He just walks into their house without knocking. Just anything, and it's just like, hey, I'm here, and they're all just like,
but you don't know.
Oh,
but that's been her boyfriend for a while. Like the cop, the white guy, the blonde hair, blue eyes.
I don't think so.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, that's who she was dating in the first season.
I just saw a dude when they like started. It's someone that they like started. She started dating,
and he just walks into the house.
And he just walks into the house very early on, like doesn't knock, and
no
I'm
respect.
like, I don't condone that behavior.
Yeah,
and just something about it rubbed me so wrong that I was like, I don't want to watch any more of this.
Well, Shameless was actually they took it from, I think it was...
It was a British show, right?
Yeah. A British show.
But...
It did give you those vibes, though. Big, messy house, older sister taking responsibility for the little ones. No black babies, though. Wasn't okay with that. Can we talk about how there was only one black person in this movie?
I didn't even notice that until you...
There was only one black person in this film.
It was the friend, but
it was her friend. It was her friend. And she had one line.
Besides, she needs the growing experience a lot more than I do. She's leaving you guys all alone. What about the kids? Kenny will watch Zach, Melissa will watch Walter, and I'll have Mom's car.
I mean, that's good. That shows that she cares.
Dude, she had one fucking line. Oh, then she did the walk, though. She was the model.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But other than that...
That's another low.
That's a low. I think I wrote that low.
It was a different time.
It was a different time.
It was a different time.
And that's another low for me is that, you know, being a brown girl coming to America, all the movies I watched, nobody looks like me on TV. Nobody. I had to like imagine myself as Christina Applegate. I'm like, okay, she's brunette, she has tan skin, she has brown eyes, she has a little bit of an accent. You're like waiting for someone to have it, and they don't.
Yeah.
Fucking low, old Hollywood.
Representation.
Fucking low.
If you're watching old Hollywood.
Fucking low, bro.
We see you. We saw you.
Okay, let's do a high. Oh my God, I'm like taking
No, go ahead.
You want to do a high point?
Yeah.
Okay, here's a high point. For me, when Kenny realized he was a piece of shit when Walter fell off the roof and Kenny did a whole 180. Kenny's the stoner brother with the long hair.
Yeah.
And he started making waffles.
Yeah.
He cut his hair at the end.
Yep.
He cleaned his room.
Good arc.
Woo, really good. I was so proud of Kenny.
They did have the your stereotypical couples fight.
Oh, I put that there too.
Where he had the woman argument where you don't appreciate me.
I'm cooking. You could have called me.
It needed it.
I love that scene.
Yeah.
This is exactly what I wrote. I wrote it. Creepy, low-key incest vibes when they fight over him cooking and she didn't call. Low-key incest. And then before the party started, you look great, Sue Ellen. You look wonderful, Mrs. McKennell, or whatever the fuck her last name was. And she's like, thank you, Mr. Crandall.
Yeah.
Campbell's chicken noodle soup is all I think about when I hear that last name.
I had there was a teacher, I think like a 4th grade math teacher in my elementary school named Miss Crandall.
Oh.
Who was kind of scary.
There you go.
But I guess she was cool.
Product of incest.
But she just like didn't put it together. You think they were?
I think they were low key fucking. And that's why her and Brian were never going to work.
Rot your brains.
I didn't mean to do that one. I meant to do this.
Sue Ellen, no.
That's probably what she was like. She caved under pressure so quick that like they just asked like something about like her brother. Like, oh, so you got like a brother or something? She's like, yeah, I'm having sex with my brother. Blah, blah, blah.
It was one time yesterday and twice today. I'm sorry.
Yeah. She's just like,
Sue Ellen, no.
Anyways, over here we have.
Did you know I was 17? One more time. Sorry, but did you know that?
She's like, nah, I'm drunk.
That was really creepy vibes, though.
Yeah.
It was pretty creepy. The fight had a little creepy vibes, and then like it switched a little bit where she was like, you know what? I'm sorry. I should have called. You should be appreciated. It's like, yeah, I should. You know, I cleaned. I took a shower.
Yeah. But I mean, he got his life on track because then he also. Okay, here's
the cordon bleu.
Here's
bitch.
a low. There are a lot of things. There were some things that just didn't make sense, like Kenny's group of stoner friends, right?
I think they're a little gay vibes.
Well,
also.
they want to. Okay, I didn't get that.
I did,
but I could see that.
Yeah.
But they also were like, we just want to fucking party and this and that, which I'm like, okay, I get it. But then they're like, and we never want to leave school.
Yeah. Oh my God, like, I wrote that too.
Like, you know what, guys? We keep this up. We're never getting out of school, man.
Rock it
You would think how it actually is you're like, I can't wait to be done with school so then I can do whatever I want all day.
Every day.
But they're just like, oh, we fucking hate school, but we ain't going nowhere, right? And they're all like, yeah.
And then they pee off a balcony.
And then Getty just
I wrote
turns and pees right near
pisses
them.
off the balcony, like wiggling his patutka, like straight up off the balcony.
And they're all just like, haha, yeah.
You're gonna steal my mom's fucking MasterCard, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So there was that. There were also just like some weird things that they set up that they never like paid off.
They left a lot of loose ends.
Like Brian with the when he hits the burger bun like a hockey puck into the fucking trash can.
Right.
I can't think of words right now.
That's okay.
But he does that, and I'm like, oh, okay. So he plays hockey.
Never touched on again.
Like hockey. Never comes back up.
Never.
And what really pissed me off was right before they have their fight, he's like, all right, well, let's go to a Dodgers game. I was like, why don't you have him go to a fucking hockey game?
What does he like? What is he into?
And at that point, I looked up the LA Kings and I was like, they've been here since the 60s. So they were around.
Maybe he was just trying to peacock. Like, I can throw a fucking stick around.
I know all sports.
Yeah.
I think I'm anti-team. I'm not Brian anymore.
Pound it, baby.
I'm not Brian anymore.
Fuck Brian.
You
He
hear
pissed
that?
me off the whole movie. And you know what else I hate about Brian? The actor that plays Brian. Forgot his name.
Something Coogan.
He is the bad guy in SWAT. And that made me really sad because he was Colin Farrell's best friend.
Oh my God, that's right. He was also...
And he was a snake bitch.
He was... he is also something... His grandfather played Uncle Fester in the Addams Family. And was the one responsible... Was it Uncle Fester?
He looks like Uncle Fester. They have like the same eyes.
I think it was Uncle Fester, and he was responsible for it's like whatever his name, something Coogan law, which is for child actors, that they don't get fucked over by their parents.
Oh my God.
Because I think he was a child actor, and then...
Like Amanda Bynes.
And then when he got to 21, looked at his bank account.
Empty.
All the fucking money was gone, and his parents were just like, yeah,
Wait.
bro, any money you made before that was ours. We don't owe you shit.
You have to pay us back for all the diapers you used back in the day.
Yeah.
That's
so
how
he
they
was like,
act.
what
It's
the fuck?
crazy.
Yeah.
Amanda Bynes went to fucking insane asylum because of what her parents did to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I hate Brian.
Love his grandfather, though. Thank you for your work and
Thank
your
you.
efforts.
Thank you
You've
for your
done a
service.
lot for Hollywood.
But every time I look at Brian, I'm like, not only are you a punk bitch, you're a snake bitch, okay? You ruined my girl's presentation she worked really hard on.
Bad dates.
First of all, they're kissing and the fishes are on their feet and it's sucking on their feet. It's just not a vibe. It's just not a vibe.
It's a vibe. And actually, it makes sense if you realize that family is fucking deranged. So she was probably like into the fish and shit.
She likes to get her toes sucked.
She's like, but not by people.
Oh.
Like that's because again, somebody died in their house. They completely ignore. It's almost like Menendez brothers type shit where someone
my God,
died,
the Menendez
and then
brothers.
they're just going on living their lives like
lavish.
nothing fucking they're like
Porsches.
they're thriving.
Polo tees.
They are living
Fuck our parents.
their best lives. She's going on dates. She's falling in love.
That's it.
The whole time, this woman's probably in the trunk like, I'm not dead yet.
I was just in a deep sleep.
Yeah.
Fucking motherfuckers.
So that's where at first I was like, this is weird. But that thing they did set up because he was like, oh, I'm going to go to school for like oceanology.
It's supposed to be marine biology.
So, yeah, for something like that.
Yeah.
So on the second watch, I was like, okay, that makes a little more sense. Otherwise, I was going to ask you because you're from out here. I was like, is that a fucking date that people do?
What? Go and look at...
Go to the beach at night to watch fish lay eggs?
If you are a fucking Brian ass bitch, you are. Because that sounds like some Brian and fucking don't tell mom the babysitter's. No, it's not really a thing unless you're into it.
Because at first I was like, oh, he's just using it. Well, I didn't know what the word was.
Oceanography.
No, he was like, let's go to see. It was the name of the fish.
Oh.
But it was like
that's what I was
grunion.
What kind of? I never even heard of fish being that close to our shore either.
Yeah, he's like, you want to see the grunion?
Then again, we were still not here though. We came here in 2000, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But growing up here.
But I mean, still like high school.
No, in high school, you go to the beach, you just get fucked up.
That's what I'm saying. But he's like, I want to watch grunion.
He's trying to show, I have feelings. I'm not just trying to get into your pants.
Well, so then they're sitting, and I'm like, okay, maybe he's just using that as an excuse to like, yeah, let's go, but like, we're just gonna sit, like, it's cool, we don't have to see him. But then at some point, he's like, well, we should probably go now if you want to catch him because they do it fast.
Wait, I want to see those eggs being laid, girl.
The girl grunion, right? She comes and lays her eggs in the sand, and then the guy grunion, he comes and fertilizes.
So they don't, like, do it together?
Nope, not like us. I mean, like humans.
Oh.
So you want to go over there and watch for him because it happens really fast?
Sure.
Wait, that's really cool. Like, don't be trying to kiss me. Don't be all up on me. I need to see these fucking.
She like, tries to kiss me. He's like, hold on.
1 second.
Hold on. There's the grunion. The grunion rush or grunion run, I think is what it's called.
I have no idea. I'm not going to front like I know.
I mean, maybe it's a high for me because I learned about grunion.
Okay, that's a high for you. Low for me because he probably came in his pants because he's a fish freak.
She's just like,
justice is served.
You took me on this beach, and now you came in your pants and you look fucking dumb.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
You played yourself. Fucking Brian.
Here's a low for me. In 405, when she's on the way on the 405, we just talked about the 405 in the elevator.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't from LA, let me tell you something. Stay the fuck away from the 405 in rush hour. So she's on the 405, no air conditioning in her Volvo. Rush hour to go to work.
I felt that.
I felt that from her. She's literally sitting there smoking a fucking American spirit. Literally sucking the fucking youth out of herself. Okay? Turns over and looks. What does she see?
Traffic is really tied up on both the northbound and southbound 405. Safety cars blocking the two slow lanes. If I were you, I would close the
incredible in that bathing suit. It was unbelievable. Why?
Convertible. All people her age, having fun, on the way to the beach, going to live their fucking life. She looks down, she's in a fucking pantsuit, wearing fucking makeup. She's like, fuck.
She's in a salaried position.
Oh, and they tax the shit out of her check. I hate that feeling.
Yep.
So that was a low for me.
That was
low.
There was speaking of the cigarettes, there was in the beginning, the very beginning. When she's like, just go, Mom, I'll take care of them. And she's like, no, you're not old enough. As she's sitting there smoking a cigarette.
In front of her mother.
And she just graduated high school.
Different time, though, because you were allowed to. It was totally fucking different
then.
I
mean, it was a different, but like
And smoking wasn't that bad to people then. It was more of like literally advertising of cigarettes.
But the juxtaposition of being like, you're not old enough as your kid is smoking a cigarette after they just graduated high school. It's like.
Think about it. 10 years before. Just graduate high school, you're going to war. So let's think about that for a minute.
Oh, fuck. Write that down.
So.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So that's where, yeah.
Yeah.
It was. And then it comes back later. It's like, oh, you're not allowed to smoke a cigarette. And then like, I don't know if I think she might have smoked like a couple times in between. But then, yeah, you see her again, realizing she's lost her youth as she smokes that cigarette. So it's like.
Yeah. Which leads to another low. When she's smoking a cigarette, let's talk about smoking in restaurants. TB motherfucking T. When creepy Gus the motherfucking sus.
Yeah.
Gus the sus takes her ass to lunch and he's just like, I'm not implying sex, but
yeah.
I'm just kidding if you don't want to.
He has the
Rape.
whole, that fucking Me Too where he's like,
he created Me Too.
Whoa, I'm just kidding unless you want to do it.
Yeah. He literally is Me Too. It's all because of him.
This will give us a chance to break down some of those corporate barriers.
Right.
And by the end of lunch, we'll probably be sharing our intimate histories, stories of our first time. Next thing you know, we'll be sharing a cigarette in post-coital bliss.
Are you talking about us having sex?
Hey, hold on, slow down. You're moving too fast for me. But if that scenario interests you, it can be arranged. And if it doesn't, I was kidding. Rosemary chicken's delicious here. Very tender.
Even when they introduce him, he does that
like,
weird smile. Yeah. And it looks, it was one of those things where I was like, I don't know how you make that face. I don't know if it was a mix of the music, of the shot, of like the lighting, the angle. But then I think a lot of it was also just his face. Where I was like, that is such a weird, creepy face that you just made. That, like, it had to have been a plus. You know, like they cast him And they're like, all right, cool. Just kind of do like a creepy, like weird
Look
smile.
like you're about to fuck a little girl.
And then he busts that out and they're like, whoa, that was fucking weird, bro.
That's the shot. That's the shot.
They're like, he's like, was that good? And they're like, that was better than good.
That made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, they're like, never do it again.
Yeah.
But that was on point.
I love that actor too. That
Really?
actor, yeah, I've seen him in a lot of things. He's a great actor. When I saw him in this movie, I was traumatized. I can never look at him the same. I was like, oh my God. He's like, you look so young. You know, the older women get, they become ripe. The juices start flowing. I was like, huh? Like, what the fuck? This guy fucks? How is Rose, fucking queen of chuckle, queen of happiness, fucking this guy? Have you ever had
Rose a freak.
Yeah, it's true. Have you ever had an orgasm for 48 hours, she said?
Well, obviously, our weekend away in Santa Barbara was the turning point for us. Shades of real intimacy. Sue Ellen, have you ever had a 48-hour orgasm?
No, I've never been to Santa Barbara.
Look, I'm glowing. The man makes me glow. Am I glowing?
She's like, I've never been to Santa Barbara.
That was really funny.
That was a good line. That was a really good line.
She's like, never been. And then Rose also said, what is it? Oh, they were talking about like cucumbers on your eyes.
Why don't you go on home and have a glass of wine and put some cucumber slices on your eyes? You'll feel much better.
Well, I'm all out of cucumbers.
Well, Sue Ellen, every girl over 25 should have a cucumber in their house.
Rose fucks cucumbers.
Sue Ellen, no!
Can you just send me that sound? I want to make it my text ringtone now.
That just sounds like 7 wine spritzers.
It sounds like White Claw on a Tuesday morning.
That's the aunt who just discovered White Claw.
Oh God!
Like, oh, this is great.
You guys want a bubble cocaine for my long fingernail?
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
I love her.
She's like, I haven't done it in years, but I know exactly where to find it.
I fucking love her.
So yeah. Also, okay. So this is kind of a high. This was a very risque movie. It was PG-13, but they say fuck like 7 times.
I didn't hear them say fuck.
Oh, they say fuck a bunch.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm so desensitized because I use it every other word.
Normally in PG-13s,
you could use it once.
You could use it once in a non-sexual way.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
Then it's considered rated R.
Yeah.
Which is harder to... You took film in college? What's that? What'd you take?
No, I didn't go to college.
Oh,
but
you couldn't tell.
Did take a nap in a college library once while watching Three Kings. So...
Oh, my cousin is in that movie.
You can say I'm a bit of a film buff. Mark Wahlberg?
No.
Ice Cube?
No. But my cousin is actually in that movie.
For real?
Uh-huh.
Like what? Doing what?
Playing one of the Arabs. Hello.
Look, I didn't want to.
You didn't want to say it.
I didn't want to say it.
Okay, so that's a high for you is the fucks?
I mean, just seeing how much they went off.
Yeah.
And they say...
Very risky.
They say ass. They say shit. They say bitch.
Yeah, they say bitch. Shit. Yeah, they say shit a lot. I remember shit.
There was one part where they dubbed over what Christina Applegate said, and I can't figure out what she said. I think she calls him a pussy.
To who?
It's Kenny. I think she calls him a punk. They get into like some argument and he's like, yeah, well, whatever. And then I think he calls her like a bitch or something. And she's just like, what are you, whatever. But she's like, punk.
Oh.
And I watched it a few times and I can't figure out what it is.
When are you going to start helping me, you lazy little punk?
I did not notice that.
Yeah. But so, I mean, I was like, damn, they really... I mean, obviously, it was a different time.
Yeah.
But they, so a lot of these
29 years ago.
A lot of these older movies have that type of shit where you're like, how could this be rated this? But like this one, I was like, they're fucking going off.
Even now, you could see that. Like, TV shows on CW are very fucking like Vampire Diaries? Yes, no? No. Oh, the producer, he moaned. Vampire Diaries was on the CW, and they were fucking.
You know what y'all need to hear?
TV rots your brains.
Read some books.
Both of you.
Read some books.
Here's a high for me. Specific scene, specific moment. Walter steals money from Sue Ellen's bag and buys a home entertainment system, and this motherfucker.
Oh, he steals a stack.
He steals the whole band. He stole the band.
The other kid, yeah, so they set it up, fucking...
You're my moon goddess.
he steals from everything. That's like already set
He
up
already
in the
stole,
beginning,
yeah.
right? But he just steals like $20.
It was a 50.
It was a okay.
It was
So,
a
but he just steals
50.
one bill.
Uh-huh.
Then this other kid is like, I like your style. Comes
Walter.
up,
Yeah.
just a brick.
Where are all the dishes?
They're in the dishwasher.
Well, then empty it.
Well,
Why not call this dead horse?
Because I'm letting him cool off. I don't know, I'll call him in a few weeks when all this is over.
Fucking.
And is like,
And Karma got him, though.
yeah.
Karma got his fucking
broke that
trifling
leg.
ass. Fucking broke his leg.
Okay. Maybe. Ooh.
Mm.
I'm gonna write that down. Well, when we get to prequel, sequel, reboot.
All right, we're going to write it down.
Um,
That was like my favorite. That was like one of my favorite parts of the movie was
Yeah.
buying the home entertainment system. He buys his girlfriend a diamond ring. Does he end up returning it to her at the end of the movie? I think he did. I think he
never
gave
know.
it back to Sue Ellen.
we never know. I think they bring it up. She's like, get that ring back.
Yeah, what the hell?
or
You're like
something.
12.
Yeah. Yeah. But there
You're
was
my
a good
moon
line with that
goddess.
home entertainment system.
That was
where
a
she's
lit
like,
part.
Where did this come from? And he's like, Japan. It's state of the art.
Yeah, and then they're like, you stole money, so we're stealing money from you. And they gave no fucks telling her about
Yeah.
it. Like there was like no shame.
Because they're fucked
Yeah, they're fucking crazy.
They're fucking
They're
psychos.
fucking psychopaths.
They're saying all that. There's like literally a body under the couch that they're all sitting on. And they're
Cockroaches
just like,
everywhere.
You stole money. You stole money.
Ah.
Yeah, so it was good, but there were just also this will be like my last one.
Okay.
But the fucking the dad is another.
Where's Daddy?
And
He said, I want to go stay with Dad. And then she's like, no, you don't, honey.
And they talk shit about Dad
Once.
because he says no, you don't. But then also when they realize they need money,
How about calling Dad?
Dad doesn't care.
What about blackmailing Dad? What about donating blood? They pay you.
what did Dad do?
Daddy issues. I love it. That's why I was connected to them. I
What
swear.
did-
Daddy wasn't.
what
Where's your
did
daddy?
Dad-
I don't know. I don't
That's
know.
the
He has
thing.
another family. I have no idea where he is.
They know. They ain't saying anything. Also, they don't like the mom's boyfriend. Why?
Because he's nice. Takes her to Australia. Says hello.
Takes her to Australia because
I've had a very rough 37 years and I need a break.
I felt that.
I felt that too. But I was like, damn, she's 37. She has 5 kids. What the fuck?
Yeah.
37 with 5 children. Pop, 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 pop. And the oldest is 17. You know what Daddy did? Daddy.
What did?
How dirty can I be on this show?
What did Daddy do? Go on.
Daddy straight fucked and then bounced out.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
You're my moon goddess.
That's what Daddy did.
That's what Daddy did.
That's what Daddy
Who's
did.
your daddy? I don't know. I don't know.
That's what Daddy did.
Oh God, that's what Daddy did. All right, we
Yeah.
talking sequels,
Prequel, sequel,
prequels,
reboot.
sequel, reboot.
Yeah.
Can you see a reboot?
A reboot?
Mm-hmm.
Pitch it to me.
I think I could see a reboot.
Okay.
I think I could definitely see a reboot.
Who's who?
Huh.
Cast it.
I didn't get that far.
All right.
All right. But it would have to be teenagers, no? I don't know what the kid stars are these days. I don't know.
You got Zach and Cody, right?
Yeah.
Of course, off the bat.
I just know that. Who would the kids be?
You best believe Corey's in the house.
Yeah. Oh, Corey.
These are all still very dated references.
They're really old. That's like early 2000s Disney Channel. I would definitely reboot it.
Do the same story or tweak it?
I would tweak it obviously a little bit. First of all, I'd cut Brian's bitch ass right out. Brian ain't making it into the
come
reboot.
on, man.
I would make her into like a woman that stays fucking. Like she is not committed. And then one guy who's like really mysterious and macho and has his own shit going on and just like wants him in his life because she makes him happy, not because he needs her for his happiness. Like I'll be okay with that. Brian's simp ass is just like, Shuellen, I need you. Shuellen, what if I want to send you flowers? Don't, bitch. Send me a dick pic. Actually, don't.
Yeah, what if she said that? Send me a dick pic. He's like, mail you a picture of my dick?
Yes, please. Polaroid would be great.
She's like, yeah, I've been learning a thing or two from my boss.
Yeah.
Who's a freak.
Oh.
This is what you need to do.
Would you see a reboot, but like updated?
No. Okay, but so if you update it, they all have cell phones.
Yep.
So mom's calling a lot. Mom's texting.
Mom's texting, so it's easier to lie.
So but mom's calling. Mom's FaceTiming.
Ooh.
And mom wants to see.
So that's where the dead body stays in the house. And every time she calls, Mom, she's taking a nap. Look.
Like Weekend at Burn. She's slumped. Yeah, that's just how she sleeps.
It's weird. She sleeps like that. I heard in old age is how you sleep.
So like mix more of a Weekend at Bernie's type vibe into it.
Yeah, but every time they keep the body in the freezer though, because it smells.
Oy.
Have to be specific. You have to know the specifics of how to, maintain a dead body.
And is that where you come in?
Yeah, if you guys need help. No.
Okay. All right, reboot. Okay, see, I have two ideas.
Let me hear.
I want to see a sort of like a sequel, but it's like parallel in time with what the morticians are doing
the whole time.
So for
it would be like a short though.
So for them, no, like for them, it starts out it would actually be longer.
Are they stoners?
For them, it starts out as they're at work. All of a sudden, there's like this knock at the door. They're like, "What the fuck?" One, they're like, "Why are we here so late?" But two, they're like, "There's a knock."
Hold my joint.
They're like, "Fucking put it out, put it out, put it out."
And they put it on a dead body. Okay, sorry, I'm just visualizing. I'm with you. I'm with you.
No, this is good.
Yeah,
this is good. We're spitballing.
Yeah, let's go.
And so then they see this trunk. They're like, "What the fuck?" They open it up. They're like, "Who's the sick fuck?" Not thinking it's a family of sick fucks. They take
5
this
of them,
lady.
kid.
They find a shit ton of money.
Gang.
Because then they're at an impasse.
Yes.
They're like, if we report this to the cops,
we're going to lose this money.
Yeah. And they also are like, we can't tell a lie. So we can't be like, yeah, she had nothing in her pockets. So they're like, we can't report it. So they just do their thing normally.
Autopsy.
But then think about it. Their boss is coming in like, where the fuck did this body come from? They have to forge some paperwork.
Already did it.
They have to come up with some stories.
Montage of them forging paperwork, coming up with stories. They got brews, sandwiches, weed.
They buy a grave, like a plot, a grave site, and a headstone for this lady. Get it engraved with that fucking
letter.
message.
Nice old lady.
And then so that's a whole chunk of time. That's a whole story where they're like, fuck, we have to cover. That's what it is. The kids didn't have to cover their asses at all. The way the world works, listeners, someone's got to cover their ass.
Yeah.
Something happens, someone's got to cover their ass.
Facts.
So these kids are off just living their fucking best life, but they're leaving all the slack for these dudes. They have to pick it up.
They're the adults. They get real fucking, real punished.
And then at the end, they bury, that's the button, is they bury it, and that's where they're like, holy shit, we got away with it. We have this money.
Then there's a sequel after that sequel of them getting fucked in Vegas.
No, then it's like, let's go to Vegas, Hangover style.
Yes!
Go wild. That's it.
I would fund that movie.
That's what I
with the
wanna
money
see.
I'll make off OnlyFans.
Okay.
Okay.
Is the OnlyFans, is it like OnlyFans, or is it related to this?
Related to this, I'm going to start an OnlyFans for people to fund the sequel.
I think you're thinking of a GoFundMe.
Oh.
But I like where your head's at, or your feet. I don't know what you're getting into on OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying?
My feet. You already know. You already know. You already know.
Suella, no.
She would be like, Suella, started OnlyFans.
Suella, show your pussy on the internet.
That's the thing. She always has White Claw, but she doesn't have a job. So
Oh.
she's like, where do you get all the
Ray-Bans,
White Claw?
those fucking rainbow Ray-Bans.
And she's like, OnlyFans. Started one.
You want some cocaine?
Yeah, exactly.
I want to hang out with Rose.
Yeah, she's on a pontoon boat at all times.
I love her. She's so hot too. She's actually like she kept it
I
together.
want to see a Sex and the City spinoff. Rose.
Rose and Samantha take the
Rose
chat.
in the City. There it is. All right. Well, I didn't tell you we do have to go write these now. We have to write the movies.
Oh, easy. I should have. Oh, you know what?
Did you already write it?
I have Final Draft on my cell phone.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just, if
Okay.
you could voice text that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You got it.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having
It
me.
was fun. Tell the good people where they can find you. Do you have a podcast of your own? What's your deal? What's your story?
Oh, hi. I don't know how much time you'll have, but it all started in 1997. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, boy.
When my little brother... No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Hi, guys. Bye, guys. You're making me nervous. Why am I nervous? It's Golan Edik. It's GMommy28 is where you can find me. That's ITSGMAMII28. And I do have my own podcast.
Ooh.
that this man has been on a few times.
Oh.
It is called the Fuckboy Helpline. You could find that Googling it, actually. And you could find it by Googling me. I'm Googleable. I'm going to make you Googleable, baby.
Googleable?
Yeah, you're going to be Googleable.
All right.
Googly moogly.
All right, as you know, you can find me on Google. You can always find me at Grant Radish, GrentRaddish, on all platforms. Also, follow the podcast at The Older Kids Pod on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube.
Ooh.
Follow on YouTube.
Ooh.
Hit that notification button, that bell, so you get notified anytime we drop a new episode or clips, anything fun like that. Tell your friends, rate and review, share the podcast around. Come on back. Also, check out our Patreon. We have a Patreon for just a couple dollars a month, literally $2, less than a cup of coffee. You can show your support for the podcast. For a couple dollars more, for a few dollars more, that's $3 more than that a month. You can suggest movies for us to cover on the podcast. You have a say in this show. It's democracy at work, people.
You could fund the sequel.
You could fund the sequel. We have a lot of time right now, so I might just write a script and mail one to you. Also, for $1,000, you can come on an episode of the podcast. I don't think anyone's ever going to do that, but
I mean, you could.
We'll
you could. And
see.
Elliott will take you out to a nice dinner.
And that was going to be a secret, but cat's out of the bag.
Yeah.
But so check out the Patreon. We would really appreciate it because there's a lot going on right now. But thanks for listening. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.